नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you, all the devotees, disciples, visitors, viewers, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar, Kotari, everyone sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, and in Anandavana, Varanasi, cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Singapore Adinam, Bididi Nithyananda Nagaram, Manhattan, New York, Houston Adinam, Netherlands, Charlotte Adinam, Morris Plains, New York, Varanasi, Hyderabad Guptakashi, Hyderabad Adinam, Ponca City, Oklahoma, London Southwest, Dubai Adinam, Temple City, California, San Jose Adinam, Selang, Malaysia, Ohio Adinam, Los Angeles Adinam, Johns Creek, Georgia, New York Adinam, Purnananda, China, Seattle Adinam, Phoenix, Arizona, Toronto Adinam, New York Adinam, Sedona, Arizona, New Zealand Adi Arunachalam, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, Surrey, Canada, and lot more cities. St. Louis Adinam, some more cities joining. Oman Adinam, Torrance, California. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll continue to expand on the Shanti Mantra of Kathopanishad. Please recite along with me. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejas Vinavaditamastu Ma Vitvishavahay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Please listen and repeat once more. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejas Vinavaditamastu Ma Vitvishavahay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The Shanti Mantra introduces the context of Vedic education system. Education is nothing but awakening your possibility into reality. Please listen. making your possibility into reality is education. I am defining education. Awakening your possibility into reality, making your possibility into reality is education. All education should be making your possibility into reality. Should be making your possibility into reality. The Indian way of education is not non-involvement narrative style, where the student and teacher don't get involved more than the few hours of narration, where teacher narrates 2 plus 2 is 4. You have to live boldly and courageously. After 4:30 school is over, this fellow will be shivering for a rat. So students don't get to see the example of teachers. I tell you, the most hypocritical, superficial education system is what we are having now, where there is no involvement between the student and the teacher. No. Most of the time, students just can see through the ignorance of the teacher. Some student asked me, and I did not have the answer for this question. He said, if same teacher cannot teach all the subject, how do you expect the same student should study all the subject? If same teacher cannot teach all the subject, how do you expect the same student to study all the subject? It's true. The mathematics teacher will be stupid in his personal bank accounts. The engineering, electronics engineering professor will not be even able to screw a bulb. The great civil engineering teacher cannot build even a one hut. No, people see through. People see, students see through the ignorance of the teachers. I tell you, the most superficial education method is what we are practicing in the modern day, non-involving narrative method, where teacher comes and narrates some stupid theories which he has not digested or applied, limited to only some things of outer world, and leaves the students, they stay separately. I tell you, this non-involvement narrative method is responsible for students developing so many phobias, psychological disorders, problems, and a deep insecurity about life. I am telling you. Because teachers also did not have the maturity to be with the students 24 hours to demonstrate what they are teaching. They will not be able to be hero 24 hours in front of the students because they don't have that kind of a stamina and energy, intelligence. This non-involvement narrative method was invented. The original Indian education system was living under the same roof. Living under the same roof. Vasishta cannot take morning 6 to evening 4 class about the archery when the elephant or a demon attacks his hermit, he can go and hide himself in a hut. No. In the midnight, if a demon or a wild animal attacks, he will be the first one, standing with a bow and arrow. That gives courage to Rama and all the other students studying under him. Understand? That is why whenever a student teacher live together, the knowledge taught, the education happens, becomes life science. It becomes life science because when they stay together, they know the practical problems of life, and the teacher will be given a pressure to find solution for practical problems of life. Teacher cannot say, I don't know about this in front of students. That is why in Indian education system, a Gurukul was providing almost everything needed for life. The basic Ayurveda knowledge, basic archery to protect yourself, a basic business to run the business or administer, a basic critical thinking and decision making, and basic truths required about enlightenment and life. So everything, the basic level is provided in the Gurukul. If somebody wants to master, specialize some subject, they can do it. I am very serious. I wanted to revive the Indian education system, the Vedic education system. I'll be able to do. Non-involving narrative style is stupidity. It's really stupidity. We need teachers who themselves are living in the space of completion, and 24 hours kids should see them living in the space of completion. Please understand, we need teachers. That's what actually I am doing now. I am on the job of producing more and more parent teachers who themselves live in the space of completion, where the kids see the parents, teachers living in the space of completion, living enlightenment. So the kids are constantly supported, encouraged, made to experientially open up their possibilities. Understand? Just last year I declared in our Gurukul, all the kids age of 10 will start writing 10th examination. Now I am seeing more than 40% kids are doing. It is just 1 year effort. 1 year effort. And many kids have joined the Gurukul very late. I have developed now new vision for the Gurukul, where the parents themselves will be teachers, participating in the Gurukul activity, living in the Gurukul, where they will be encouraged to experience the science of completion and real education. Listen to this commandment. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Listen to this declaration. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. If somebody is educated only in the school hours, if somebody is educated only in the school hours, the kid is truly uneducated. Education means only the tool to awaken your possibility should be given to you, and you should go on exploring and awakening multiple possibilities of you without any special teachers for those possibilities. That is education. I teach my Gurukul kids any one instrument properly, either Tirukkailaya Vadyam or something. Then once the tool of tuning yourself into sound is given to you, then we provide all the music instruments and they start playing, picking up. Same way, the Mallakamba yoga, the yoga on the pillar, which is considered as Hanuman. In Indian tradition, we teach only the Mallakamba yoga. From that, they pick up the science of manipulating, using their body in multiple ways. Multiple things they start picking up. Just one tool, when it is given, using it and awakening all your different possibilities. Same way, I only taught the science of completion. They started playing with it and taking it to the next level. There was a mango tree outside our Gurukul. I heard too many kids were jumping and fighting for that mango. When I was walking there, they told me, I said, hey, you guys are not beggars. You are kings. Just tell the tree to get more mangoes, and whoever wants, go and eat. And please understand, I really want to tell you, I did not tell the tree. If I tell, it's my power. No. I just told the kids, you guys go and talk to the tree. Now I am really telling you, the tree is giving at least 4 times more mangoes. 4 times more mangoes. And when they want to climb the tree, they go and stand there and talk to the red ants. See, we want to have mango, please you move out. And they move out. They give way. And these kids climb and enjoy the mangoes. It is just one tool completion I gave them. They are using it as simple as need of a mango to as difficult as need of enlightenment. Whether it is mango or enlightenment mango. I tell you, still I have not revived completely the Indian education system. I really wanted to provide a laboratory where the kids will take out the science of flying machines and assemble, create the miniatures and demonstrate few thousands of years before we had flying machines. Few thousands of years before we had batteries. Just with Ayurvedic herbs, Agastya created batteries. We have all these references, all this knowledge. I wanted a laboratory and I'll do it. I'll do it. Where all this knowledge and tools required for the research and development to play with, all this will be provided. Kids can playfully do research on all this assemble and demonstrate it to the world. Only when I have done this, I'll feel I have revived Vedic tradition. I wanted a large laboratory where all this knowledge is available by one touch to all the kids, and all this technical assistance is provided for them to explore, think, analyze, assemble, demonstrate. All these should become research projects for my Gurukul kids. Actually, this is the way I wanted the Indian education system to be revived. Not just awakening the science of enlightenment. That's one part. Not just awakening the science of completion. That's only one part. They demonstrating blindfold reading, talking to the plants and making the rose plant drop the thorn, or talking to the mango tree and getting 4 times more mangoes, and all this only one part of Indian education. Our masters used inner powers and outer technology and achieved tons and tons of comforts and luxuries for human beings. I want all that from the original technology to be revived. I want our kids to learn how to use the sound to send the astra, arrows, like Nagastra, Agniastra, Varunastra. When I say I want, I mean I'll do it. No, I wanted the whole Indian education system to be revived because it has some of the unique things. Understand, the real education is done from biomemory to biomemory, not from muscle memory to muscle memory. No. Real education is done from the basic beliefs of the teacher to the basic beliefs of the student, not from the actions and words of the teacher to the actions and words of the student. That is too superficial. That is too superficial. From words and actions of teacher to the words and actions of the student, easily teacher can cheat the student. Most of the teachers are cheaters. It is not coincident, the sounds are very close and matching. Because just from words and action to words and action, you can easily manipulate. That is not real education. It's from biomemory to biomemory. Biomemory to biomemory. See, actually, only this understanding solves our thousands of questions. How did Arjuna stayed with Drona not more than 10 years, could catch everything Drona gathered, spending his whole life? Understand? By 18, the Rama's coronation was organized. Only by 7, he was sent to Gurukul. So between 7 to 18, 11 years. How did Rama master everything Vasishtha had? Arjuna. Even Arjuna was not in Gurukul more than 10 years. How did Arjuna master everything Drona had? It was not just word action to word action. No. It was from biomemory to biomemory. The education level itself was totally different. Totally different. That can be revived only with the way of teachers and students staying together, and teachers themselves are living what they are teaching. In the modern day, it is not coincident that teacher and cheater are anagrams, exactly the same letters. Now it is time we create a Gurukul, we create a space where, like Sarvanya Pita, Sharada Pita, Nalanda, Dakshashila, Naimisharanya, where students and teachers live together. Students and teachers live together, and the knowledge is transferred not just from word and acts of a teacher to words and acts of a student. It should be transferred from biomemory of a teacher to biomemory of the student. In our Sarvanya Pita, I'll demonstrate all this. Reviving Indian education system. I'm not interested in marketing and commercializing it. I'm interested in reviving it. Let any big school chains take this knowledge and market it or commercialize it. But I am going to revive it and demonstrate it. I am really going to revive it and demonstrate it. Offer it to the world free. Take this. Everything, our science of building homes, Vastu, establishing villages and towns, making deities, consecrating the space and doing prana pratishta to deities. Please understand, consecration is not equivalent word for prana pratishta. Consecration is too poor word. Maybe for something very low, the consecration word is okay, but not for the prana pratishta. Astrology, Vastu, all the Ubangas of Vedas, Jyotisha, Ayurveda, everything will be studied and made user-friendly and demonstrated to the world. We'll experientially demonstrate the formulas, methodologies to the world. I think the real Indian education system is all about demonstration, living, experientially living. Breathing life into matter is prana pratishta. It can never be reduced to a small word, consecration. No. Breathing life into matter. Putting matter into life is pattern. Breathing life into matter is prana pratishta. When you put the matter into life, reduce the matter into life, it is pattern, engram, incompletion. When you breathe life into matter, it is prana pratishtha. When you make stone into God, it is prana pratishtha. When you make God, which is you, into stone, it is incompletion. When you turn God, which is you, into stone, it is incompletion. When you turn a stone into God, it is prana pratishtha. The great Indian way of educating should be revived. Only then the Shanti Mantra will become reality for all of us. I'll read out the meaning of the Shanti Mantra. Translation. Om, may we both, the Guru and disciples, together be protected. May we both be nourished and enriched. May we both bring our hands together and work with great strength, energy and enthusiasm from the space of powerfulness. May our study and learning together illumine us both with the sharp, absolute light of higher intelligence. So be it. May we both not have enmity or incompletion with each other. That is Ma Vit Vishavahai. May we both not have enmity or incompletion with each other. Now this shows the kind of a space student was given by the teacher. Means once the education is done, his teacher is not going to retain anything with him. He is going to give everything to the student. So he is requesting now itself, don't turn your arrows towards me because I am going to teach you everything. I am not going to keep anything in reserve for me. India has seen some of the greatest teachers. Greatest teachers. Amazing teachers who demonstrated teaching altogether in a different level. Now my first and foremost work is produce that kind of a teachers. Today I give the clarion call to the whole world through this satsang. Whoever wants to revive the Indian way of education, I call all of you on behalf of Veda Mata. Come, my Gurukul is open for you to get trained as teachers and teach the thousands and thousands of students who are going to come there. It is not 8 hours job. It is life. It is not 8 hours job. It is life. People who have passion about knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful pleasure than money and sex. Understand? Very few. Blessed are those few who understand knowledge is a more powerful pleasure than any physical pleasure or money. It's higher power and higher pleasure than money or sex. Blessed are those who understand that. Blessed are those who understand that. And I have decided to take the responsibility, and I am committed to making this Sarvanya Pita, our Gurukul. Teachers alone will be at least 1,000. That is my vision. At least 50,000 residential students and 10,000 floating students, floating population students. We will do it. We will do it. It's possible. That's the only way we will revive all the different branches of Vedic knowledge and Vedic tradition. All the different branches of Vedic tradition can be revived only in this way. I'm not going to put my attention on creating universities based on the stupid mechanized education system. No. I'm not going to make institution in that lines. I'll put all my energy and intelligence and time and attention to create real, true Vedic universities like Nalanda, Dakshashila, Naimisharanya, Sharada Pita, Sarvanya Pita. Reviving the real Indian education. Reviving the real Indian education. Actually, I have to introduce Indian education to all of you. Much more. Much more. Only if I introduce Indian education system, you can understand the Shanti Mantra. Only if you understand the Shanti Mantra and understand the context of Kathopanishad, we can even enter into Kathopanishad, where a student is demanding the teacher. Understand? Because I am possessed with authenticity, I have a right to have your knowledge. Teach me. To whom? To death. The most frightening, terrorizing figure in the world. He says, I don't care who you are. I am a student, so you have to be a teacher. See the authority of the authenticity. I am a student, so you have to be a teacher. It's literally forcing Yamadharma to be a teacher. And Nachiketa is successful. I trust my authenticity, my ability, and my inspiration, my shraddha of being a student. So I demand and command you be my teacher. That's a language with which Nachiketa is demanding, and Yamadharma is doing it. You will understand this only if you understand the context of Indian education. The context of Indian education. Only then you will get it. I'll continue to expand on Kathopanishad, introducing Indian education system and the Shanti Mantra, which sets the context for Indian education system. See, again and again here the teacher is talking, let both of us be illumined. It does not mean teacher doesn't know or teacher is not already illumined. No, illumination is not final. It's ultimate. Teacher has become enlightened. Enlightenment is ultimate but not final. It goes on expanding. When you open up your enlightenment with a disciple and try to transmit, it gets more polished, more bright, more sharp. How? I'll explain in further satsangs. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation